Just a quick shout out today to Martin Devlin at DSPN for being the first podcast partner coming over to United Rugby Fans. Yes, if you check out our website at urfans.org, you'll see that we're building a podcast hub where all your rugby podcasts are going to be in one place and you can come and listen to them as a rugby fan. So thank you, Martin, for getting behind us and supporting us at United Rugby Fans. Now let's get on with the show and talk about the All Blacks. Yes, their squad has been named by Robertson to head north, and there's two camps on this one as far as fans go. There's the camp that says, yes, we need a lot of experience, the team's going quite well at the moment, and then there's the other camp that's saying, give these young guys a go, let's see what they're like, give them a chance in the right positions, and leave some of the old boys out. That's what the other camp was thinking. Well, what did we get? Well, let's start off and have a look. So we'll start off in the forwards and we'll have a look at the hookers, and we're going to see Taylor, Takiaho and Bell, as was probably going to be expected. There has been a few injuries that have been taken into consideration, of course, but that's who we're going to see from the hookers. What do I think? Yep, good selections, got no issues with those boys. I think they'll do the job, and I think Cody Taylor's coming back into some great form for the All Blacks this year, so looking forward to him in the big games, of course. Okay, let's have a look at the props now, and we're going to see De Groot, Taimaiti Williams, Bauer, Newell, Tossi and Mafaleo. So yeah, nothing wrong with those props considering there are a couple of injuries. Tyrell Lomax is not going to be able to make the tour for the All Blacks. So good to see George Bauer going north again, and instead of making social media content this time, he's going to be playing for the All Blacks. So that's pretty good as far as my thoughts on the props. Given those that are in the mix at the moment and not injured, I think this is probably a good group indeed. And then as far as the locks, well, we're going to see Scott Barrett, Patrick Tuipulotu, Fabian Holland and Josh Lord. Now there's no Sam Dowie in this team or squad for the All Blacks, and he's likely to be named in Jamie Joseph's squad that's going to head north, and that squad's going to be named tomorrow. Razor Robertson said in the press conference today that he just felt Sam Dowie hadn't had enough game time compared to Josh Lord so far this season, so that's basically what it came down to. And then we've got a lot of loose forwards for the All Blacks. We're going to see Finau, Parker, Savia, Duplessis, Karefi, Peter Lakai, Wallace Satiti and Luke Jacobson. The thought process there is that Finau can become another lock if needed on this tour, and with Sam Dowie going up as well in Jamie Joseph's group, there'll be plenty of cover there for the All Blacks. And Razor Robertson said in the press conference again, he's excited about this group of loose forwards. They can cover different positions, they can come off the bench and make impact, and he's pretty settled with that. I would have loved to seen Lucas Casey in there. I think he's been playing outstanding rugby in the NPC this year, and he'll definitely, I hope, be in the Jamie Joseph group. So we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, there's going to be over 60 players heading north on this northern tour, so that's exciting because we're going to be able to see some of these other younger players, I hope, because they haven't made it into this team, into this squad from Razor, and we'll see if there's any match overs on tour, because that's likely to happen as well. Don't forget Fabian Holland last time out came over from that second group and joined the All Blacks proper and never looked back, so let's hope that happens again on this northern tour as well. Rightio, let's move on to the backs, and probably like me, a lot of you were looking for change, looking to see whether some of these younger guys were going to get their opportunity in this squad, but I can tell you now what it looks like is that Razor's maintained his conservative approach, and Jamie Joseph's going to be the one that we keep our eye on, because the younger players are obviously going to get a chance in that squad. So looking at the number 9s that are going to go with the Razors squad, it's going to be Ratama, Roigard and Finlay Christie. Finlay Christie's back in there again. I would have loved to seen Kyle Preston there. Noah Hotham's injured, so he wasn't considered for selection, but Finlay Christie gets the nod ahead of Kyle Preston and the likes of Dylan Pledger. Let's hope those guys are in Jamie Joseph's squad. I'm probably going to be more excited about Jamie Joseph's squad, I think, than this squad from Razor. But anyway, that's the 3 9s that he's decided to take. Ratama, Roigard and Christie. And then moving out to the number 10s, guess who it is, everybody? Guess who? Any surprises? No. It's going to be Beauden Barrett and Damien McKenzie. There we go, no changes at all. And as we move further out into the backline, the changes just don't keep coming, and we're going to see the same old names. So in the midfield, we're going to see Anton Leonard-Brown back again, Geordie Barrett, Quinn Tupaia, Billy Proctor, Lester Fainganuku, and Rico Ioane is back again. So there we go. It's Razor Robertson's loyalty squad that's heading north this year. We're not going to see any other new boys coming in. Leroy Carter and Lester Fainganuku are going to be it. And with Quinn Tupai playing so well alongside Geordie Barrett, well, is that going to be the 12 and 13 combination? We'll just have to wait and see what Razor does as they head north for that first game against Ireland that's going to take place in Chicago. And then moving out to the outside backs, and well, here we go again. Caleb Clarkson, Sevu Reece is in. Yes, Sevu Reece is back, folks. Leroy Carter, Will Jordan, and Ruben Love makes it into the team. Some of you thought he wasn't going to be in this particular squad. Well, he's there. And once again, when asked in the press conference about Ruben Love playing at number 10, Razor basically diverted the question, said, yeah, he's in the team to play, in different positions, and we'll see how we go. So once again, there's probably no chance we're going to see Ruben Love at number 10 on this tour. If so, it might be against Wales, but don't hold your breath, folks. Don't hold your breath. So there we go. That's the squad that Razor's picked. As I said, I'm probably more excited to see Jamie Joseph's squad tomorrow. I'll bring that to you as well and give you my thoughts around that, because there's going to be plenty of players there that I would have loved to seen get a chance in this All Black team, and we still may see them, because as I said, there might be some crossover. Let's see what happens against Ireland, because that could determine a lot as well. If we lose that game, or if we pick up some big injuries, then there could be some cross-pollination from this Jamie Joseph squad into this Razor squad. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. So when that squad is announced, I'll bring that out to you as well and give you my thoughts and opinions. So what do I think of this? Well, it's pretty much as it was with the All Blacks. Razor's bringing back in Sevu Reece, Anton Leonard-Brown. We're not going to see any kind of changes into that backline. I guess Jimmy the Difference was the only one we're waiting on, but he's got that broken arm and probably won't be playing rugby again this year. And again, likely because of some of the injuries, Noah Hotham, as I mentioned, and Stephen Perifetta still not good to go either for selection. So they would have been some of the other ones. But the likes of Josh Jacob, Dylan Pledger, and others that we've been talking about giving a go in the backs, well, let's see whether they're going to be lining up for Jamie Joseph's team tomorrow. Now, the All Blacks are going to play 17 games next year, and they're going to take 40 players to South Africa, as Razor said in the press conference. So that's going to be very interesting. So out of the squad that's going with Jamie Joseph and out of this squad that's going with Razor, we're going to be able to see who those top 40 players are. So at the end of the Northern Tour, I'm going to give you my 40 players that I think should head to South Africa next year to take on the Springboks in that Rivals Tour that's going to take place in 3 test matches across the Republic next year, which is going to be super exciting, of course. So let me know in the comments what you think of this squad. Was there anybody in there that you thought didn't deserve to be in there? And is there anybody missing that you thought was going to be a shoo-in to Razor's Northern squad? Or do you think those players are going to be picked in Jamie Joseph's team tomorrow? I'd like to hear your views and opinions in that one. Now, we have launched United Rugby Fans. There's a website now at urfans.org. Please get over there and check it out. I'm going to be bringing on other rugby podcasters so you can find their shows there. But the important thing is that you fans give us your ideas on what you want to see changed in rugby at your local level, at your regional level, and at a global level, and we'll get to work on it with you to make sure those changes are done. So lots of exciting stuff happening. Head over to the website, check it out, give us your feedback, give us your ideas, because we're doing this for you, the rugby fans of the world. Now, there's going to be some cracker games on this Northern Tour. We've got the All Blacks, the Wallabies, Argentina and South Africa heading north. I'm going to be following it all here on Inside Rugby with Mark, so make sure you stick around for that lot. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the button now. Give this video a like and a thumbs up, and tell all your mates about the crazy Kiwi guy in Cancun, Mexico, making rugby videos and trying to make a difference in the rugby world with United Rugby Fans. And have a great day. Keep well, keep safe, keep enjoying your rugby across the world. There's some great URC going on. There's some great NPC in New Zealand going on. Plenty for all of us fans to watch. I'll see you again soon from Mexico. Until next time, it's adios from me. Bye for now.